So I'm doing a virtual walkthrough of my new apartment, if you want to check it out. I'm not sure why you'd want to be honest, but if you think that you get like a pseudo voyeuristic kick out of it or something like that, by all means keep watching, because I don't think that I'm going to be having physical company over here in the new normal. If 2020 has taught us anything, it's that humans are pretty gross. They're pretty much just germ nebulas with crippling insecurities who tailor their online personas to appear clean and confident, and then they end up spending so much of their time online that their actual spirits and personalities are pretty much totaled. So I don't really want to open my door to more of that than I have to. This place is for my garbage and mine alone. Unless of course you're thinking you may want to sublease the place for whenever I go to India to lose myself. So this coffee table was given to me by none other than Braden Neugebauer, who I roomed with my junior year of college. And it was actually our coffee table back then, so there is a lot of history here. I think that it still smells like spilt Keystone Light and bong water. So that's my sister's old futon. I bought the rug and the sofa new. So I feel a little bit of resentment for those pieces because I'm not into spending money like that, but I'm hoping that they'll grow on me. The apartment does not have a washer and dryer, which, it's probably why it was in my price range. This is a very walkable neighborhood by Atlanta standards, and walkability was my priority when I signed the lease because I don't plan on spending a whole lot of time inside because I've started to see my ex-girlfriend's hauntingly beautiful face and all of the wood grain patterns on the floor, all along the floor. I don't know if you can see that. If you can't, don't worry about it. I have the advantage of having her Instagram stories burned into my retinas. So here's some complimentary coffee that the property managers left me. And here is artwork I haven't put up yet, right by the stove I haven't used. I did two of these, the Viking Purgatory one and this collage, and these two are from local artists, one living, one dead. The bathroom door doesn't really close because this knob plate is a bit too big for the door, but again, I'm not too keen on having company ever again, so not really a problem. The bathroom does date the place for me though. There's a vintage Thermador heater here, and the back drain looks antique to the point of being sinister. Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy a plug or a stopper for that or something, preferably a modern looking one. And that's not to say I'm gonna bathe in here, definitely not doing that, but I just don't like the idea of leaving such an old looking hole exposed like that, having seen my fair share of horror movies. I'm a horror buff. Speaking of, I don't know whether this is black mold or what. It is unsettling to me, but I'm trying to remind myself that moldy walls were prominently featured in one of the best reviewed films at Sundance this year, Relic, an indie horror directed by Natalie Erica James. And also I got this spray that seems to help. I do plan on sleeping with an air purifier in my room, and also streamable media playing at all times, so as not to hear my inner demons manifested in the walls. Yeah, bedtime has proven to be the hardest time for me recently, but I did get some pretty cool maritime window curtains at Target, so that gives me something to look forward to waking up to every morning. There's a window in the shower, which I thought was pretty cool. I thought maybe I could, bird watch from here. But the other day, some obnoxious kids were screaming at the top of their lungs in this carport over here. And then when the parent in charge came out and locked eyes with me and saw that I was glaring at the kids, yeah, it wasn't the best vibe in the world. So I think I'm gonna keep the window closed for the most part, just, to avoid any confusion. All right, what else is there to cover? Oh yeah, okay, so check out this heating system. It's probably the most aggressive one I've ever seen. Overall, I give the place a 7, I think.